Thursday morning, December 14th, the FCC was to vote whether or not to repeal and destroy net neutrality, being that which keeps the internet, as it's always been, open, free, and fair since the early 1990s. Despite millions of Americans, up to 83%, some report, of public support net neutrality, and despite many other obvious signs that this repeal would undermine the American people, the American public, freedom of speech, the vital and expanding online marketplace we call the internet, and leave us helpless to the interest of those of big business. Ex-lawyer for Verizon, Ajit Pai, the head commissioner at the FCC, personally appointed by Trump, voted to destroy the thing that they vowed to protect: net neutrality, winning the repeal 3-2. And here, ladies and gentlemen, is the vote that ended the internet as we know it.
I dissent.
Commissioner O'Reilly.
Aye.
Commissioner Carr.
Aye.
Commissioner Rosenworcel.
I dissent.
The chair votes aye. The item is adopted with editorial privileges granted as requested.
I would like to thank both Clyburn and Rosenworcel, members at the FCC that voted against Ajit Pai, standing with the American people. Thank you. Let it be known that the fight isn't over. It just doesn't look great right now.
I dissent from this rash decision to roll back net neutrality rules. I dissent from the corrupt process that has brought us to this point, and I dissent from the contempt this agency has shown our citizens in pursuing this path today. This decision puts the Federal Communications Commission on the wrong side of history, the wrong side of the law, and the wrong side of the American public.
But what saddens me the most today is that the agency that is supposed to protect you is actually abandoning you. But what I am pleased to be able to say today is that the fight to save net neutrality does not end today. The agency does not have the final word. Thank goodness for that.
What does the death of net neutrality actually mean? Well, as it stands today, the bad news is ISPs like Verizon and Comcast are unchained. They have complete authority now. Whoever your ISP is now legally able to throttle, slow down sites, block you, or charge you for accessing any website that you would have been able to access before. They are able to censor sites and content that disagree with their political agenda, that share information they don't want you to see, and basically anything else. They can legally block this video you're watching, and we can't do a goddamn thing about it. Or can we? Right now, as it stands, today and moving forward, we are all at the mercy of ISPs like Verizon. If you believe these companies actually care about you or the bad PR that they're getting from millions of Americans and people around the world, then you're not paying attention. They have a monopoly. They've already broken the law on numerous occasions, already throttling our internet experience in the past. They've lobbied many congressmen, perhaps your own, and they already have so much control in the government.
Hi, I'm Ajit Pai. I'm the chairman of the FCC. Recently, there's been quite a bit of conversation about my plan to restore internet freedom. Here are just a few of the things you'll still be able to do on the internet after these Obama-era regulations are repealed. You can still gram your food. Are you selfieing or just... You can still post photos of cute animals, like puppies. You can still shop for all your Christmas presents online. Yes, got that bulk deal on fidget spinners. Yes, those Eclipse glasses are so cheap.
Fuck me. Ajit Pai and these big businesses do not care about what we have to say. So how do we fight back? Well, let me tell you in a moment. Right now, this is hot news and it's making headlines. But when it isn't, let's say in 3 to 6 months, then Verizon and other big companies may begin to roll out censorship, throttling, and packages. It'll be a boiling frog, something that takes place over perhaps many months and many years. It may get very ugly sooner than we all think. The good news is, they can expect a fight, right? Are you in? The internet is never truly lost until the day we stop fighting back against these paid lobbyists and corrupted officials that have tainted our government. It's up to Congress now to stop the FCC. If your representative isn't doing that, we need to contact them now. We can still get Congress to stop this by passing a resolution of disapproval to overturn the FCC bill and vote that was called Restoring Internet Freedom. It won't be easy because ISPs such as Verizon have already lobbied your and my representative with hundreds of thousands of dollars in donation. Relative chump change, honestly, to how much these ISPs can now make. We need to call our congressman right now and make a fucking ruckus, because if we don't, we have lost this war. Are you in? Because we need every person to help. A lot of people watching this may wait or expect the next guy to do it, but I urge you, the open internet is depending on you. Yes, you specifically, the individual. It is told over and over as we grow up that we specifically can't change the world. And I am here to tell you that that is just not true. You, the individual, carries massive power and influence. The individuals in history that have stuck their head out, even just for a moment, for change, have had lasting changes on our entire history and what we learn in school. Congressmen don't actually get that many phone calls, and when they do, they usually hear a real living person, and just like that, we are real to them. We need to call our representatives right now. How we do this is by going to callmycongress.com. Type in your zip code, then you will be provided a phone number with the representative. Call that number and tell your congressman or leave a message how you feel about net neutrality. After all, they are meant to represent you, the American, not the ISPs, the donations of big business. Don't sit this one out. The end of net neutrality doesn't only have negative implications for our entire economy and our freedom of speech, but also education and millions of families. If we don't stop here, how far will they take it until we actually pick up the phone and call them? Call your representative right now. Don't even think about it. Don't even put it off. Link down below, callmycongress.com. Join the fight, and if you called, and only if you called, say, "I'm fighting back," if you joined the fight down in the comment section below. Will you join the fight with me? Call your representative. Let's bring back net neutrality. Thank you for your time.